And that's the kind of stuff I'm looking for from drill artists.
You are now locked in to Crossover Media.
Freedom's priceless. Especially an apostrophe between the M and the S.
X10.
X10, okay.
Okay.
That guy, the strong guy.
I know this is gonna be an interesting beat.
Probably when we're talking about. Oh, you know what? Here's one thing I have to give Suspect credit for, right? He's definitely kept a lot of things consistent. Or in terms of references, there's definitely a lot of threads in this project, right? The fact that he keeps saying Blooders, he has a song called Blooders. In the beginning, when he said final moments, he has the final moments. So there's a lot of self-referential moments in this project. And then the fact that he just ended it talking about, free AR. He's talking about AR the whole time, free his mans or whatever. All of that throughout the whole project. Then they go into Freedom's Priceless, right? So obviously, we know that's a reference to the fact that being free, right? You know what I mean? A little bit of irony as well, considering his situation right now, but also at the same time, just like the way that he still had a little extra thought into some of these things. At least to me. I don't know if it's purely coincidental and those things just so happen to line up and work out perfectly. But if these were intentional decisions, I have to give credit to that because there aren't a lot of artists that are really sitting down and doing those intentional things that I keep talking about. So I give credit where credit's due. Like I can hear this being a Windows closer towards like a sentimental kind of a sound.
This mix sounds mad.
Anywhere I go, gango. They say it takes two to tango. He don't want dance, he dropped his Rambo. Fruit ninja, how chopped his mango. Run a man down like temple. Run, put one in your head, now your temple done. From AGB where anything goes, I'm active. Can't give anyone smoke, I'm smoking. Get flow back to the...
My man said Fruit Ninja and Temple Run. And again, I feel like I heard... I don't know if people are just making so many similar references lately. Or if I heard this in a past life. I don't know, but that wouldn't make sense. But you get the point. I don't know why, but anyway... I feel like I heard the tango and the Rambo and the mango. Anyway. Loyalty's fair and freedom's priceless.
Birds of the bees and the trees and the both the parts of the page.
Elevate, this mix sounds mad.
Anywhere I go, gango. They say it takes two to tango. He don't want dance, he dropped his Rambo. Fruit ninja, how chopped his mango. Run a man down like temple. Run, put one in your head, now your temple done. From AGB where anything goes, I'm active. Can't give anyone smoke, I'm smoking. Get throw back to the pokins. Joking, I never had no involvement. I never pushed my shank in a guy till he coughs up blood and his eyes start rolling. I never...
Let's play Never Have Ever. We've been singing Never Have Ever.
Let's play a game of Never Have Ever. That's how he walked in the video. Let's play a game of Never Have Ever. I'll start doing reactions with a belly so they can see exactly how it looked.
Get throw back to the pokins. Joking, I never had no involvement. I never pushed my shank in a guy till he coughs up blood and his eyes start rolling. I never put new plates in the stone and caught that pack, come back and roll them. I ain't never done man's caught that Swiss cheese, burned that whip, then burnt my clothes. Shit, if this will never have I ever, right now I'll be more than this. BAV1 Glock.
Let's play a game of Never Have Ever.
Yo, I'm gonna have to edit that audio. You were screaming into the mic, goddamn.
Damn. I forgot.
You gotta turn me into an audio engineer out here.
Fumes the engineer, baby. Send it over to him. He'll take care.
Nah, but again, I know I didn't spoil myself, so I don't know where I'm hearing these things.
Anyone smoke, I'm smoking. Get throw back to the pokins. Joking, I never had no involvement. I never pushed my shank in a guy till he coughs up blood and his eyes start rolling. I never put new plates in the stone and caught that pack, come back and roll them. I ain't never done man's caught that Swiss cheese, burned that whip, then burnt my clothes. Shit, if this will never have I ever, right now I'll be more than tipsy. I made the A go down in history. I caught 100 section 60. I made them add one more to the bio. I couldn't sleep in a bio, literally. I used to toss and turn at night, now smoke on and I go see quickly. Loyalty's rare and freedom's priceless. Freedom's priceless. Fence my back, but I keep on pushing. Still playing hide and seek with Trident.
I'm a little disappointed that he didn't go a little further with that. That Never Have I Ever flow.
I think that's fair because there's so much potential in there, right?
Yeah. I saw that being kind of like, you know, when that Drake and Hetty track.
Yeah.
Don't let me out the side by side you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That would have been a dope little sequence.
You know what I have to give him credit for? I have to give him credit for how he slowed himself down to say, if this was Never Have I, like the way he because other rappers probably would have tried to force the bar into the line.
If this was Never Have I Ever.
Whatever it is, they would have found a way to just force it, just to rush through it. But he actually slowed himself down to make sure that everything was said properly and on a particular beat. It was a bit disjointed from what he did right before it, but he still found a way to make sure that on a technical level that it was correct. Air quotes. So I give credit to that.
We tried it. They say night now smoke rush and I go see quickly. Loyalty's rare and freedom's priceless. Freedom's priceless. Fence on my back, but I keep on pushing. Still playing hide and seek. We tried it. They say that inside violence. What's gonna change if I keep my silence? Got that drop, but due to bad timing, drop this man.
That's a bar.
Mm-hmm.
That's a bar.
What's gonna change if I keep my
sign?
Come on.
That's the kind of stuff I'm looking for from drill artists. Just because I know that if they believe in themselves and if they take an actual second to treat themselves like a rapper and a musician, they can pull those kinds of lines out of their noggin. You feel me? Like, that's the kind of thing you would expect from a Dave or whatever, right? In terms of like how we kind of romanticize certain kinds of artists and trivialize certain kind of other artists. Like, people get on me like, oh, like, why are you getting on them for saying so? I'm saying because I have an expectation for them as musicians, right? I'm not gonna be like, oh, you're just a drill rapper or you're just on road, so I'm gonna lower my expectations for you. Within the lane, I have to acknowledge that there's certain cultural expectations of the genre, but at the same time, from a musical standpoint, I still want to push the artist a little bit further, right? So the fact that something like that is such a simple line, but that will hit me way more than any other on the wing like Bale, wing like Messi, rah 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 kind of lines. You know what I mean? Those kind of references.
Yeah.
Man said, I'm inciting violence. What's gonna change if I keep my silence? Now, that's the kind of thing that makes you sit down and make you think like, damn. I mean, obviously we know that, right? Because anybody who actually is intelligent and understands from a socioeconomic standpoint, from a political standpoint, why violence happens. Right? We know that the music is not going to change anything. Right? It's just a reflection of what people already live. Rah, rah, rah. There's a million talking points that get rinsed every single year once this becomes a debate. Right? So I'm not going to repeat myself over and over again because it's either you get it or you don't at this point. Those are those small kind of lines that end up sitting in my head like, damn, son, like Suspect said that. Nobody else can really say it in that way. Playing hide and seek with Trident. That reminds you of when Mirza Max said, I'm in a war with Ops and Trident. And those are the kind of lines like, damn, son. The fact that you can see the war with your Ops is the same as the war you're having with the... You know what I mean? Like, those little kinds of things that really ain't that little, but...
They paint a picture.
Yeah.
Back, keep on pushing, still playing hide and seek with Trident. They say that inside violence, what's gonna change if I keep my silence? Got that drop, but due to bad timing, drop this man's that silver lining. Loyalty's rare and freedom's priceless. Freedom's priceless. Fence on my back, keep on pushing, still playing hide and seek with.
Man said I got the drop. It sounded like something Gully would say. Man said I got the drop. Timing was bad, so I didn't get who I wanted. But the silver lining is I got somebody. Yeah. Reminds you of the freaking Gully. We bucked 3 of them, but 2 of them scattered, but we got 1. That's all that matters. Like, the silver lining in the situation is we got someone.
They say that inside violence, what's gonna change if I keep my silence? Got that drop, but due to bad timing, drop this man that silver lining. Niggas keep talking about full clips, who's getting bummed by the waps? No one. Niggas keep going on ruthless, who they fuck they put in a pack? No one. Bitch was sitting that pass and blow my weed, best tie your head back and blow some. Ain't one nigga that my nigga told on. Had rainbow bells and gold on. Pop up the German.
This man had an aphrodisiac or something before writing some of these bars. There's no way his mind was in that place throughout the duration of this project.
Going on ruthless, who they fuck they put in a pack? No one. Bitch was sitting that pass and blow my weed, best tie your head back and blow some. Ain't one nigga that my nigga told on. Had rainbow bells and gold on. Pop up the German with the Russian. What's popping, dropping, no discussion. Talk west and food the repercussion.
Again, I can't get too crazy about it because tires turning while I'm watching Highland and guns busting tires turning. That's a Russian and a German. Heard it. Somebody else also made a similar line. And I know these artists they operate in silos to a degree. So I doubt that they're listening to these things and jacking people's bars. So I'm not claiming anybody's jacking nothing. I'm just saying sometimes it's interesting how at the same time similar references are made. I say this in my reactions all the time.
I mean, what it is that, to take into account the fact that, how every moment you're looking back like, damn, I feel like I heard this somewhere.
Yeah.
What they probably do is, when you listen to a song, it's oftentimes little bits and pieces of it get shoved into the back of your brain.
Yeah.
Even when they're writing, they might not even realize that they heard this line before. I think that's probably what it is, too.
It could be that, too.
Had rainbow bells and gold on. Pop up the German with the Russian. What's popping, dropping, no discussion. Talk west and feel the repercussions. Been fucking attitude discussing. Disgusting, see my lead the cousin. That's pressure. We step with 2 for good measure. X that chest and digging for treasure.
Wow.
This business is pleasure. That bitch won't come to the bando.
X that chest, I'm digging for treasure.
We have to give some respect to his flows here. He has a very unorthodox flow. He has these moments where it's almost like he's disrupting his own flow, but he finds a way to stay on beat when he does it correctly. Like moments like Sticks and Stones, I'm just like, it was a major miss. But he has this thing where he just completely says, screw whatever it is I was just doing. I'm doing this now. And it's so unorthodox, but he stays on beat within the unorthodoxness. This beat as well, very unique to a degree. Like, it has the drill elements, obviously cool, but like the subtlety in it to me is kind of unique, and how it's executed here. Like, it's really taking several steps back. So like the beat is still there, and you acknowledge that his instrumental's there, but you're really locking in, listening to his voice and what he's saying. I don't know how to put it, but it's like, but because the instrumental's there, you can hear the fact that there's beats that he's landing on, but it isn't super pronounced. Like, you're not really listening to this for the instrumental, but at the same time, the instrumental's adding an unconscious layer to the listening experience, in my opinion.
Can't mix business with pleasure. Bad bitch won't come to the bando. If the police kicking the door right now, better know where the packs go. You're dripping, let's feel like me go. Shit, that's 12, I run for the back door. None of my ops got backbone. Buck into gang and dash with their rampos. Loyalty's rare and freedom's priceless. Freedom's priceless. Fence on my back, keep on pushing. Still playing hide and seek with Trident. They say that inside violence. What's gonna change if I keep my silence? Got that drop, but due to bad timing. Dropped his man's that silver lining. Loyalty's rare and freedom's priceless. Freedom's priceless. Fence on my back, keep on pushing. Still playing hide and seek with Trident. They say that inside violence. What's gonna change if I keep my silence? Got that drop, but due to bad timing. Dropped his man's that silver lining.
Like, now you're hearing the X10 bass. You're hearing like that, yeah. Like, this is one, you know what it is with this instrumental? This is one of those songs you go back to then take in all the things you didn't get a chance to appreciate the first time. I think that's one of the main reasons why I'm kind of rating this one a little bit more highly in terms of replay value, because this one is one of those I want to go back and see what are the things that I missed. Because there's so much subtlety in the things that he's saying and how he's saying it, but also there's subtleties in the beat as well. Like I said, this beat it's almost like it's there, but you're forgetting that it's there at the exact same time. And with how seasoned X10 is, it makes sense why he may be able to do what you always say producers should do, which is like stay out of the way of the artist, right? Do your job and dip.
Yeah.
This was a very simple instrumental that set the tone correctly, but still gave him something to work with, right? With regards to you have the snares in there, which gives him different patterns that he could change his flow on, right? So you get to pick if you want to jump on the ones and the threes, the twos and the fours. If you want to go from the one to the fours and the twos to the three, you know what I mean? You get to switch how you want to, because there's always something happening on any particular beat. So almost no matter what you do, you're always going to be on beat to a degree. Yeah. As long as you land on the 8 or the 16 or the whatever, right? This is dude on TikTok. If I could find him, I'll put him in the edit here, right? Who does a lot of content around a lot of these technical things in the music that I could never even imagine trying to explain. On a technical level, I'm enjoying this. A lot. Yeah, sorry. I probably would end up cutting most of that rambling.
Like hints of ghosty in there.
Yeah, but X10 is definitely one of those that, like, at a point in time, I'm just like, everybody says like ghosty. He was definitely one of those to me. At a point in time, because ghosty was definitely a pioneer in certain
That guy, the strong guy.
aspects, you know. Okay, I definitely enjoyed this a lot. Like, this is one of those that really is continuing to make me more of a believer of Sus. Like, I think that there's things that he could have given us a little bit more of, but at the same time, he just continues to build on the technicality of this. But what are you thinking about this one?
I'm leaning toward this being one of those that I just consider a vibe. Just straight like that. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't give us anything super crazy lyrically. The beat wasn't super 100% memorable. Like, the moment I hear that beat, I know what track that is.
Yeah.
But in the context of just how everything was put together, it was just straight up a vibe. Like, kind of like what we get with like D-Rose from time to time. He may not give us something that's super lyrically heavy, but like when you listen to just how everything was put together, it's like, no, I have to listen to this again. So that's kind of what I got from this one. One of the lower end lyrical performances that we gotten from the project so far, but not lower end in the context of drill as a whole. This was still actually very enjoyable lyrically. The beat was, as you said, it did its job. It just got in, did the job, gave him room. Let it go. If it had just a little extra variation, maybe somewhere, that would have pushed it to like a 10 of a beat for me. But either way, just the whole piecing everything together just came out.
I agree. I enjoy this one for the fact that we're getting so much more out of Suspect. Like, again, just that one line. They said that I'm inciting violence. What's gonna change if I keep my silence? Like, that's gonna sit with me for a while. Not because it's super deep or it's so prolific, but it's just like one of those things that you have to respect the fact that it's being said out loud. You know what I mean? Like, that's real rap. That's real rap. I don't really think there's much else for me to say about this, so on to the next.
Loyalty's rare and freedom's priceless. Freedom's priceless. Fence on my back, but I keep on pushing. Still playing hide and seek with Trident. They say that incite violence. What's gonna change if I keep my silence? Got that drop, but due to bad timing, dropped his man's that silver lining. Loyalty's rare and freedom's priceless. Fence on my back, but